Okay, so I'm your today's mentor, creative writing workshop mentor, Guneet Kaur. And how many of you know me already or have seen me around on News Shuttle? Okay, Aditya, I know. Even I know Aditya. If he knows me, I know him. Gautam knows me. Gautam, where have you seen me? This is the first time I've seen you. Okay, Agam has. I know Agam is my student as well. Bani knows me. Okay, how but? I would love to know.
Ma'am, you were in the Gurmat Camp 2021.
Yes, I was. Yes, you're right, Bani. All right, so we have over 14 participants. And what are we going to do today? What do you think? Are we going to write long paragraphs, long stories that take hours to write? No. Okay. How many of you think that we are going to do, and how many of so show me this, and how many of you think we're going not to do that? Okay, so Gautam thinks we'll be writing paragraphs. Okay, Gautam, I'll give you to write 10 paragraphs. Okay. Okay, no. Lots of no's. You know me well. Who else thinks we'll be writing long pages? Hi, Shivansh. How are you?
I'm fine.
What about you, Swara? What do you think? Everyone, please, cameras on. We are starting with an icebreaker session. What do you think is an icebreaker session? Anyone? Any inputs? Meanwhile, you are just joining. Let's have some little conversation. What's an icebreaker? I think an icebreaker is a big kitchen hammer that you hold in your hands and you break ice with. Is it?
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening, Jasmeer. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I didn't know that you were here. Great to see you. Good. All right. Everyone, cameras on, please. 3 cameras I can still see. If you have any network problem, please let me know. Okay. Okay, Ekam is here as well. Okay, camera and mic does not work, but can you hear me, Ananya? Can you hear me well? Please write on the chat. Okay, you can hear me. All right, so that solves at least a bit. Hi, Ekam Raj. How are you? Can you hear me well?
Fine, ma'am.
Okay. So this icebreaker is something what Garima is doing. Can you spot Garima over here? I can spot a pirate. I cannot spot Garima, but I can spot a pirate. Who all can spot a pirate? Yeah, so please do away with the video filter so that I can see what's there in your hand. And that's the icebreaker session. So an icebreaker is not a kitchen hammer, okay? You can say I use that thing to break the ice when I have to make, say an ice candy, or you have to make a slushy for yourself or something like that. You just have to play with ice. But an icebreaker is, see, most of you don't know me, and I also don't know most of you. So how do we go ahead? Right?
Yes.
So we go ahead with a common thing which we all like, which we all have. So I want you all to pick up anything that's there around you. Just about anything that's there near you. Pick.
Sorry, ma'am. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, hold in your hand anything that's near you. Anything. Okay, I can see lots of things. Vedant, please your camera on. Anything that's there in here within you. Okay, most of you have pencil. One thing, Vihan. I can see two things. Just one thing. All right. All right. So now I am also holding something that is with me. So we all know what are water bottles. What can a water bottle do? This boring blue color water bottle, this tall water bottle. What can it do? It can just hold water. A sipper can hold water like Aditya. Shivansh, your object, please. Snakes and ladders. I like that. A remote. Okay. Pencil, pencil. Sanitizer. Okay. Yeah, that's an intrinsic part of us. A glass, a notebook. Now you have 1 minute to think what this, you holding your mouse, fine. So what this object can be used for otherwise. What is its different use? Can it have a different use? Let me show you an example. This bottle, you know, this is made up of metal. It's a steel bottle. It's not plastic. There's not a sanitizer. Okay, what is it then? Please see for yourself. So this is quite heavy.
now.
It is quite, you know, if the water is filled till up over here, till the brim, you have a hard time lifting it. So it's heavy. I think I can use this heavy object full of water to chase away thieves. How about that? If a robber comes in quickly, or any, you know, antisocial person disturbs me, man or woman or anyone, or even a stray dog that has gone mad. Otherwise, stray dogs are cute, but I can literally, you know, use it as my weapon. Do you agree? Do you all agree? So like that, what your object can be used as. You have 1 minute to think of it. Think of a very weird, very imaginative way. Oh yes, Agam says that. All right, so you can read to your fellow answers. You can show me with your actions. You have 1 minute time, and your
Television remote started to walk and speak things like a monster.
all right. Nice, that is good.
Ma'am, do we have to write it or think about it?
No, think about. You can write it on the chat. The time starts now. Those who've not done it, 1 minute timer is up. Hope you can see 1 minute. I don't know what my video is like that, but 1 minute timer is started.
Can you will repeat what to do?
You have to hold an object in your hand and you have to think of an alternate use of it, like I showed you with my bottle. Okay, quickly. You can use it as a pillow. I've never done that. Yes, I did that once on a train journey. Keep my book. It was a big fat Harry Potter part 8. I used it as a pillow. This liquid and spray in somebody's, yes, you can. These days you have pepper sprays. Back scratcher, brush. All right. Is it a toothbrush or which brush? Mouse as a paperweight. I do that all the time. All the time I do that. I even use my specs as a paperweight. Hairbrush. A bat.
I use mine in the chat. Can I tell about mine?
Yeah, say your name and tell, please. that
Ma'am,
we
my
move
name
on.
is Aditya. Can I tell about mine?
Yeah, sure. Just say Aditya
Okay,
and just speak up.
ma'am, this bottle can be very useful. Like that, I have to go somewhere and I don't have a liquid. So I can always tell people that they show this thing and then tell them that it is come from the hotel that is Burger King.
All right, great. Good one. Use
Ma'am,
my
can I
for a
tell
cap.
mine?
Cap for whom? Cap for what actually, Tashvi? I don't understand that.
Ma'am, whenever I take the book somewhere, I can use it like a cap. Means, if
For
there's
yourself, a hat for yourself.
yeah,
But your book will get wet. It's made
no
of
means
paper.
I wanted to say when it is sunny.
All right, yeah. So you write for a sunny day. All right, Swara.
Yeah, ma'am, my bottle can also be used for a roller coaster like thing.
All
That
right,
I want to
Aditya.
roll.
Thank you, thank
Ma'am,
you. Swara, please.
my badge can be used to give to friends as a gift, and it can be used to keep as a collective item.
Collective item, collection item, you mean to say, like a souvenir. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this glass, if it was decorated, then you can keep it on a table and use it as like a temporary dustbin for pencil shavings or old papers.
All right, great. So you all were bang on. Amazing imagination. You know, what's the first step to creative writing? Having a lot of wild and lovely imagination. If you say a pencil writes, we all know a pencil writes. Okay, how many of you into horror? Horror yawner. You are, Swara is. And but what if you say that a tree trunk writes?
Excuse me,
Trees
ma'am.
are made up of wood, right?
Doubt.
Yes, please say your
Ma'am,
name. Yeah.
you say me to write one line only or four,
You
three.
just had to speak up just now. You didn't have to write.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
so moving on.
The phone is very smart.
Nice.
I do not get bored when I
We will
have
take all the
phone.
doubts later. We will take all the doubts later, okay? All the doubts we'll take later. All right, so welcome to the creative writing workshop. It's powered by News Shuttle and Precious Pen. Precious Pen is my brand in which I teach creative writing to kids from 7 years to set from 7 years till 13 or 14 years. Yeah, so we have different batches, and News Shuttle, we all know, is a pan-India premium newspaper for kids. How many of you have access to News Shuttle? Or you have read it once or twice? Even read it once. Okay, almost all of you. And those you've not, I must say,
Ma'am, I have read 9 to 10
it
newspapers.
is a must to improve your vocabulary, to improve your knowledge. And you know, you don't need to read encyclopedias or, you know, big books if you read the newspaper regularly. It is that awesome, and it has been created by people like us who, you know, scout the internet for latest articles, who scout real places for you know, information. All right, so let's move forward. Is it anything important, Aditya? So this activity we just did, so you know what you did just do? You just did not find an alternate. Yeah, give me a minute. So we just did not find an alternate use. You created perception. What's a perception? When you think of a normal object from a different point of view. Okay? Totally from a different point of view, you know? Like, I'll make a joke on myself. So for me, for my students, I've taught around over 100 students in the last 2 years in the lockdown itself. A lot of kids think that I'm a teacher. I look like a teacher. I get that a lot. Do you know what do most of the adults think? They think I'm a celebrity. Yeah, they think I work in a Hindi serial. I don't know, some lady. She resembles me a bit. Her name is Rashmi Desai, and I get that a lot. So it's just a change of perception, change of thinking that we did. All right, so let's come here. There are three pictures which can challenge your perceptions. And let's say this is based on the same activity that we did. What do you think these pictures are? If you are ready, whatever you think and my answer will be totally different. Let's see if your answer and my answer matches. Vihan. Yes, Vihan, please speak up.
Ma'am, those are pins. Those are
Let's start from the first picture. Any one picture
Ma'am,
you
the
can.
first picture is relaxing. The second one is
What does it
power.
Okay.
The second one is power, and the
One
third
picture
one.
per student, please. Just one picture. Okay. All right. So I'll tell you my perception in the end. Okay. Anyone else? Raise your virtual hands, please. You can write it. It is good. It is strong. You can write it on the chat also.
There are chairs relaxing on the beach.
Okay. Relaxing again. Anyone else? Please raise your hand and say Swara.
Yes, ma'am. Do we have do I have to do it in order, or do we have?
No, any one picture. Pick any one picture and say what do you think this is. This is.
The third picture, I think it is the symbol of strength. I think is made up of people who stand in a specific way. So I think that the meaning of that picture is
You've gone into meaning. I just said one word. What do you think this picture is?
I think teamwork, because there are many people standing together in the strength.
All right, great. Great, good job. Okay, anyone else? Gautam.
Ma'am, I think that in this strength picture, it means that unity is strength.
Okay, great. Anyone else? Let's talk about, okay, so we've got strength, we've got the beach one. What do you say about this picture on the brown grass?
Can I try?
Name, please. I can't see.
Anugrah.
Okay.
Anugrah.
All right.
The man's throwing some flower.
Flowers. All right. Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, I think that the man is some kind of like sorcerer because he's like making clouds.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so that was kind of my perception. Now I'll tell you my perception. This is not a beach scene. This is not people meant for people relaxing. This is okay. This could depict a big beach scene, but I think this is a wallpaper on a computer.
Ma'am, I
How about
thought
that?
the same. I was going to
Screensaver.
tell.
It's a screensaver. People actually put, these relaxing screensavers to feel that they are, in a good atmosphere. Okay, and the second picture, yes, I think this is a street magician. Have you heard of street? There are show magicians, there are birthday party magicians, but this is a street magician doing some kind of, hand job, some kind of hand sorcery, and he just disappeared something into white smoke. And this is an installation in a museum. It's made up of Legos. I think thousands of or hundreds of Legos. Okay, so this is how your perception changes from person to person. There's no right or wrong in perception. Okay, did I say you're wrong? Did I say you are right? You came first, you came last. So it's all about imagination. All right. So, let's first tell me, do you all know about? Yeah.
Can you do that?
I can't hear your voice. Please write down your question on the chat. I can't hear you properly. So how many of you know about the challenge? We're having a challenge. I'll just brief you out. It's starting from day after. Today is 8th. Yeah, it's starting from day after 10th of July to 21st of July. Makes for 12 days. But it is actually an 11-day challenge where on the 10th of July, you'll be getting a sample task. Okay? Sample means a practice round, like a trial round we have always. It's like a practice round you will get. You will get a prompt. Prompt as in I gave you a prompt, like a picture prompt. See? It can be a picture prompt, it can be a line, it can be an incomplete sentence, it can be a quotation, anything, either picture or words. And you have to write whatever that is mentioned on the group on it. So like this, July 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Every day you have to write. But don't worry, these are not like, numerous pages that you have to write. You are just 7 to 9 years old. You're not even 10, all of you, right? So that is the, more challenging tasks are for kids who are 10 and above. So, yeah, give me a minute. I'm just feeling thirsty. You guys can have a water break also of 10 seconds. All right. Yeah. So 11, 12, 11 till 21st. You have, please don't scribble on my screen, whoever is doing that. Please don't do. All right. So,
Ma'am?
and on the 21st day, you have to.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am?
Can we take all doubts later? All doubts later, one by one.
Ma'am, the last picture, power, I will think this is the power and unity of strength.
Great, great. We have moved ahead now. Okay, so these 11 days you have to write whatever is given on that day's task. So you have to take your parents' help because you don't have access to Facebook, right? It will be posted on Facebook. 8 a.m. it will be posted, and it will be it needs to be submitted by night 10:30. Lot of time, almost 10 hours. And what all you will be getting, let's talk about that now. Okay, so can you all see my screens? What is a composition paragraph? Right? I think let's come here actually. So what is any writing form made up of? Any writing, poems, paragraphs, compositions, stories, what are they made up of? Yes, Swara?
Yes, ma'am. They are poems, paragraphs. They are made up of the creator's or poet's imagination, and
Imagination is there, but what you exactly write in that? What is that called? Anyone else? Anyone else?
Ma'am, it's made of adjectives.
I would say it's made up of sentences. All right. Sentences are the structure of anything. Can you even, go ahead without making a sentence? Can you make a poem without making a sentence? A letter, a composition without making a sentence? Can you? Yay or nay? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yeah, so you cannot. All right, so you cannot. So let's start with the sentences first. Can you see the first sentence over here? The lion made a scary sound. So what do you have to do with this sentence? You can just speak it up.
You can modify it.
Yes, you have to modify, you have to make it more descriptive, you have to make it attractive, you have to make it creative.
Now
Yes,
you have to
please.
make it imaginative. Then you have to try to think of
Yes, the
some
lion made a scary
sentences
sound. Yeah.
like you just
So
written.
whoever,
I read it. The lion roared and scared all the meek animals.
yeah, you read that. Yes, yes, I wrote. Yes. So yes. So what sound does a lion make? It's called roaring, right? So be
Yes,
specific and
the lion
this
thundered,
this
which
simple
made
boring. Yeah, you're right. The lion thundered. So this is an example. The majestic lion roared and made all the meek animals scared. So what do you think? Which sentence is better here?
Ma'am, I have a
What's
question
the
about the word in this
yeah,
sentence.
yeah, tell me. Meek.
I don't know the meaning of meek.
Meek is, not powerful, non-powerful animals. Those who are meek means weak mostly. So
Okay.
those any animal in the jungle who's lower than in authority or in strength than lion. Okay, now let's come on to the thief stole the bank. This is a little boring sentence. It's a little mistake also. Can you steal a bank? What do you do with a bank? You steal money, but you actually rob a bank, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's describe the thief also. I think thieves are all ugly. I've never seen a nice, decent, handsome looking thief. Have you? Have you seen a handsome thief? No, yeah. The ugly thief with a dirty
Ma'am, but
beard.
I'm in disguise.
Yeah, and a smelly shoes. Robbed the most secure bank. Banks are secure. Haven't you seen gunmen like with big mustaches outside? They look scary.
Yes.
So the even the bank was so secured with such a strong policeman. Still, the ugly thief went inside and robbed the bank. So you don't steal the bank, actually you rob the bank. This is how you make your sentences more interesting by adding adjectives to each noun. Can you see all noun? Everywhere there's a noun, even a proper noun or a common noun. I've added adjectives. This is how, and now did you imagine the thief, like, in the one written in the white sentence, did you imagine a thief? It could be any thief, but in the yellow sentence, are you able to imagine the thief now? Yeah, so smelly shoes, dirty, ugly bed, right? So we immediately know it's a thief. Now the girl wore a dress. Is it making any picture in your mind? Which girl, which dress, why was she wearing it? So many questions running in your mind. I need more material, isn't it?
Now can I try to describe the
Okay,
sentence?
okay, Swara.
The beautiful young girl wore a beautiful pink dress.
Okay, yeah, this is fine, but try whenever you're
Ma'am,
describing
can
a sentence,
Ma'am, can I
don't use.
describe the sentence?
Okay, Bihan.
The girl wore a frilly dress.
Yes, I took that word myself. Now
I
I'll
didn't
show you
read
my.
that.
You read that. You're reading all my sentences, huh?
No, actually didn't read that. I
Okay,
only
you
wrote
didn't read that.
these
Okay.
two.
So the white one is telling us any girl, millions of girls are there on earth, wore a dress. So the cute little girl. So I changed even the verb here. What's the verb here? Wore is the verb, right? I changed the word wore into dressed up. Like, why you dressed up? Like, sometimes we are at homes, we are in almost kind of, home, not exactly a lockdown, but we are homebound and I work from home. So whenever I wear new clothes and even if I'm home, my son asks me, why you dressed up? Right? It's very natural for kids to ask. I said, no, my dresses were getting tight and so I ordered new. So that's I'm wearing at home to feel good. So instead of why you wearing a new dress, why you dressed up, it's sounding more attractive. It's sounding more concise. It's sounding to the point. So you just don't wear dresses, you dress up for a party. So dress up in a bright red and frilly frock for her birthday party. There are endless ways you can describe an outfit. So here's a dress. Dress can be anything which is which goes from top to bottom. It can be a pant and shirt. It can be an Indian clothing like lehenga or something. It can be a frock. So I mentioned what type of clothing it is. Now let's say the baker made a pizza. So many possibilities here.
Can I try this one?
Who said that?
Anugrah.
Okay, Anurag.
The busy baker made a spicy and large pizza.
Yeah, but so many more possibilities. Now look at my perception.
Ma'am, can I try this one?
Swara, I have to give other kids chances also. You send it to me. Okay, you have my number. You send me whatever you want.
Can I speak this?
Okay, speak up. But you have to speak up yours, not mine. The new baker in the restaurant. Why did I choose new baker? You will get to know the suspense in the end. The new baker in the restaurant baked. Baker, what does a baker do? Bake. Making means cooking on pan. Like sometimes mama does. Have you ever seen? Doing mom or dad do? On a gas stove even because oven is not working or the electricity is gone. Baking means using a specific oven. That's a total device.
Ma'am,
You cannot
can I
bake it on
speak?
gas. Please let me finish. The new baker in the restaurant baked a thin crust cheese pizza. When you order at Domino's, don't they ask you what kind of pizza do you want? That's also the creator's imagination, the chef's imagination who has created these pizzas. A thin crust cheese pizza with mushroom top. Also, that how would you close your trip? Okay, so this is we covered. All right, how many of you excited about this? I'm excited to read yours. This can be a prompt as well. By show of hands, show me. If you get when you're excited about this, see any hands. Swara is excited.
I didn't understand.
Swara is excited. You will be getting different prompts, I'm saying, every single day. Do different activities every single day on the group.
Yes,
Did you understand
ma'am.
who said that?
Yes,
Who said
ma'am.
that?
Yes, ma'am.
Tashvi said, I didn't understand.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's the title, Tashvi? Read it, please.
Story
Read that.
creation.
Yes. So you can get story creation also sometimes in the prompts. You have to write for straight 11 days. You know that? First of all, whenever attempting something, understand the challenge. Try to understand what you are doing. So sometimes you can get just sentences, which we've just covered. Sometimes you can get just paragraphs, composition, which we just covered. Then you can get stories also. Right? So how many of you are excited about stories? I can see Aditya taking pictures. Don't worry, I'll send this out. Taveshi is excited. Swara is excited about writing stories. I cannot see anyone else because all the videos are off. Is your
Ma'am, I am excited.
Aditya is excited. I can see Vihan also.
Ma'am, I am also excited.
Yeah,
Yes.
stories are even my favorite part. You can take a story anywhere, but how? Always think of a character first. How will you think of a character? Take any living person. A boy, a girl, an old age man, an old woman, a beggar, a doctor, any living person. An imaginary creature like aliens, like a talking horse, like half man, half dog. There's a best-selling book by Dave Pikey called The Dog Man. He's half man and half dog. And it's selling like anything. It's by the same
Yes.
writer as Captain Underpants.
Yes, I like
Ma'am, what is the name of the book? Please send it on the chat.
Dogman.
Dogman
There
is
are
a comic
parts-
style book.
Ma'am, once I wrote
Captain
a
Underpants. So
small.
funny.
Once I wrote a small comic kind of thing, and mostly all of the characters were imaginary, and making the characters took longer than usual because I wanted to find many different combinations of animals that could be suitable for my
Yeah,
characters.
but try to stick to one or maximum two characters. One character because you have to start the story, second character, but because who will that character talk to, right?
Yes.
Two characters, maximum two. For your age, maximum two. When you are 14, 15 above, then you can start writing like Harry Potter or something. Okay. So always a character should be in your mind first.
That
I've
comic
written
strip
5-page
had 3
stories with
characters
7
since it was so
characters.
small.
Great. Now, second is setting. Where is it based? Like Aladdin is based. All famous stories are based on some place. Harry Potter is based on Hogwarts. Two parallel worlds are there. One of real people, those are called Muggles, and other is Hogwarts, Wizard's world. Yes, Vihan, please.
I've already read all the books of Harry Potter.
Great, lovely, awesome. Then you must not be short of imagination at all. And Aladdin.
I've written a book.
Great. You must show it to any of our mentors. You can show it to me for editing. You can print it online. Oh,
I've
great.
written this book.
Oh, nice. That's on a dog. Great.
Yes.
Great, lovely. So, Aladdin has this village and palace setting. Cinderella has this home and palace setting. All, famous stories have a proper setting that they are based on. Okay, and let's say now a problem comes. A problem is in that place when the character enters. He or she is doing his usual stuff. They are doing something or the other. But then, while doing that work, a problem comes. What that can problem be? Like Cinderella. Cinderella's problem is a want actually. She wants to go to the ball, right? The princess ball. But whenever there's a but is a problem. B-U-T. So, but she doesn't have the clothes. Can she go in a ball with that maid clothes? She's being treated like a maid in her home. Have you seen like a 5-star party, a celebrity party person wearing maid type of clothes? No. So she has a problem that she has maid clothes and she cannot go. But then what's the solution there? Anyone? Quickly.
Oh.
Yes, just
there.
Yes, just Mayor. What's the solution of Cinderella?
Ma'am, fairies come
Fairy godmother.
and dress up
comes along.
Cinderella.
She dresses up, she waves her magic wand and each thing. And there also, so many details are there. The pumpkin that she is having in the storeroom that turns into a carriage. Her mouse is turned into a chauffeur. A chauffeur. So like that, her slippers are changed into glass slippers. So all this imagination has come out of the writer's mind. And let's talk about another famous solution.
Also,
Let's say
I'm
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Yeah, yes, Swara, speak up. Speak up, please. Yes, Farah. Okay, she got disconnected. Anyone else? What's the solution in Aladdin? Come on, anyone who can tell me.
Ma'am, the genie. The genie comes.
Yes, yes, Aditya. Now let's take up any other famous story. Let's say the rabbit and the tortoise. What's the solution?
The rabbit falls asleep and the tortoise goes on his way.
The rabbit falls asleep and the tortoise
Sorry,
runs
ma'am, I
away
got
because of
disconnected from the
That's
meeting.
okay. Yeah, that's okay. So there's always a solution. Try to read many stories and think how a solution comes into being. And then from there you will know. Okay, now
Ma'am, can I share something?
this
I
is
wanted to share something.
okay. This is about story. We are moving on to next topic now. Poems. Okay. So I'll take it. I'll remember that if you have a question. Okay,
Okay,
so
ma'am.
now this is another of my favorite parts. Who all just love doing this? Tell me. I know Aditya does. I know Agam does. Just Meher also. Okay, she's a poet. Poetess. I didn't know that.
Ma'am, no. I don't want.
Okay. Gautam is excited. Who are little poets over here? Not everyone can be a poet. That's fine. Like I personally write like writing.
I don't like poem.
Okay, but if the prompt is given, if a prompt is given, you have to.
Therefore, I don't like poem.
You have to.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will miss on it. And you know, the winning entries will be judged from the one who completes all the 11 tasks.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the prop you you will.
I can't hear you. Okay, so here on your left is a very short poem. Do you recognize it's a short poem? On the left, inside the monitor. I think of an idea, make it my own. In a poem, then it is shown. It's a short and sweet poem. I just made it up to make you understand. So a poem also starts with an idea first. You're writing about trees, you're writing about nature, about a dog, about a giraffe, about your mother, your father, your grandmom. So there should be an idea about online school, right? So one day my son wrote about, and my niece wrote about friendship, and my son wrote about pigs. How hilarious is that? And he wrote everything he liked about pigs and he disliked about pigs. So poem could be on anything, but this time in this challenge you have to follow the prompts. So then poems consist of only short sentences. Remember that, okay? Don't like here maximum long sentences 5 words. I think of an idea, right? 5 words. Right, so here the poem is just of 5 words. Sorry, the maximum long sentence is of 5 words. Make short sentences in your poems always. Don't say once there was, and poems do not start with once. They can start from anywhere. Once there was a lion in the jungle. Instead, you can just shorten it up and say the lion in the jungle. No need to say once there was. It is understood. The poems are crisp and they are short. Now pick up rhyming schemes for poems. Right? What are rhyming schemes? A, A, B, B, C, C. Do you know A, B, B is when cat is rhyming with mat, and then bed is rhyming with head, and then shoe is rhyming with moo. Right? So every 2 lines are rhyming. That is called A, B, B, C, C. And A, B is line number 1 and line number 3 are rhyming. Okay? Like here. Now here it's not. Here it's A, B, C, B. It's here A, B, C, B. This one. Do you recognize? I'll just annotate. So always follow a rhyming scheme. It will make your poem more interesting and attractive. Okay, let's call this A, idea. It's a new word. B is B rhyming with A? Own is rhyming with idea, is it? No. And let's call it C because idea, own and poem, all 3 are different. But now shown is rhyming with own. Let's call it B again. So this scheme will be called A, B, C, B. Okay? This is how you read a poem first and then recognize the rhyming sentence, the rhyming last words, and there you go. And now every line should say what happened next. When you're writing a poem, like you are saying, I have a dog, its name is Bog, and then you say there was a lion in the jungle. The lion made friends with lion, the dog. It's not going anywhere exactly. So you said, I have a dog. So stick with what your dog does, what you do with your dog. Always take the first line in mind and then build it up. Now then end with a concluding line. So whenever, and try to, if you're following AABB, try to make your poems in even numbers. Okay? So try to think whenever I'm following a rhyming, when you're following a rhyming scheme, ultimately you will have the number of lines you are writing. Okay, but in this challenge, you will be given the word limit for every word. Then end for every task, sorry. End with a concluding line, not abruptly. So see, I think of an idea, make it my own in a poem, then it is shown. Okay, so I have not said that my last line is completing the poem. My last line is not like this. Make it my own in a poem. On my desk, it is shown, something like that. So it's not ending properly. Then it is shown. Then means in the end, it is shown. Now let's come on to this. How many of you attempted this already? Or you like to? Letter writing. Tashvi has. Okay. Tashvi has done many things. I'm really impressed.
I have a question.
Okay, Anurag?
Yes, when
Sorry.
when are they starting this everyday writing challenge?
We are starting from 10th of July. 10th is a practice day.
Okay.
And you need to upload it will be on Facebook on 8 a.m. every day, but you have time to complete till 10:30 in the night.
Okay.
By 10:30 maximum, you should send your pictures. You handwritten. You have to write in your notebooks or your diary or your sheets, whatever you have. Then send that picture. Should be in your writing. It should not be typed.
Okay.
Okay, remember that typed ones will be disqualified.
Ma'am, can I tell something?
Yes, Shara?
Yes, ma'am. I want to say that I want to share that one day I was with my friends and my mother said we will do a writing a character making competition, and whoever makes the best character gets two chocolates. So my character which I made was a cat, and it had a mermaid tail and a very cute personality, and I won the competition, but I still gave my friend one of the two chocolates I got.
Oh, good. So sharing is caring. So Swara
Yes.
believes in that. Okay, great. Good example. Others can also get inspired. So now letter writing. You can also be asked to write a letter, a very tiny, small letter. Like an email or a message. Do you message your friends? Message is also like a letter. Do you use your parents' phone and message your friends? So when writing, in my time, we did not have WhatsApp. They did not exist. Mobile phones did not exist when I was your age. So we had pen pals. Now, who are pen pals? They're just people like Tashvi doesn't know Vihan, just Meher doesn't know Ekam Raj, Swara doesn't know Anugrah, right? So you can take each other's addresses. you could at that time take each other's addresses and write letters to each other. And when someone receives a letter from a pen friend, it means you just write letters to each other. Because the phones were so expensive at that time, the technology was not like this is today, not at all. So we used to write letters because postage used to work, and it's so good to decorate the letters, decorate the envelope, put a postage stamp, write your friend's name, write your friend's address. Even you can start it if you make friends in this challenge, or you make friends like Agam and Aditya in different cities right now. These two are my students. Swara knows me. Swara's mom and me are friends. She can write a letter to me. We are also in different cities. So that's fun. So now how do you start a letter writing? And it's really interesting. It's really, uplifting to receive a letter from your friend. It's like you've received a gift, not from Amazon. We receive gifts from Amazon all the time, right? But here
Ma'am?
someone has specially written to you. How amazing is that?
Ma'am,
Yes, Jasmeer.
you say me to 10:30 send which picture?
Whatever you write on that day's prompts.
Like I will write all the sentences on book.
No, on that day you have to follow Facebook group. You have to follow the Facebook group for it. You must be getting an email. Please refer to that. All the rules are given in that. Okay. So the
Ma'am?
starting line. Yes, Vihan. Was that Vihan or who?
No, ma'am, Swara Dikshit.
Yes, Swara.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I wanted to say.
You're again disconnected. Okay.
Miss,
So
I had a doubt.
okay.
Ma'am, are you going to send topics or do you have to write it with our own imagination?
No. You will be getting every day different topics on the
Different
Facebook group
topics.
called Innovation Shuttle.
Okay.
You will be getting that. It's in your email. It will be, yeah, and you have to use hashtags. Hashtags are this. See, this is
Ma'am?
called a hashtag. You have to use hashtags also when you are posting.
Ma'am,
This is called a hashtag. See,
on Facebook,
Hashtag.
which picture is going?
it will be available on 10th, not right now. It's starting from 10th. 10th is the practice day. First day, practice day, like no ball in cricket.
Oh, ma'am.
You all know? There's a no ball in cricket. First day is the practice day. That will not be counted in your winning entries. Just a practice. Just to, keep you in the flow. The
Ma'am?
real challenge starts from 11th, which is Sunday. This Sunday, the real challenge starts. Saturday is the practice day.
And ma'am, I didn't understand one more thing. When we are doing the hashtag, so we have to write what we have written in
Yeah, there's
hashtag.
special hashtag. There's special hashtags. I'll just tell you. Wait. Let me just finish this letter and then I'll tell you what's the hashtag.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So you don't start a letter with how are you? Hi, my friend. Hi, dear Anugrah. How are you? Hi, dear Vihan. Okay. Dear, just say the name of your friend or who you're writing to, whatever the prompt says. Suppose your grandparents are living elsewhere. Okay. They're not living with you. You're writing to them, maternal or paternal, any grandparent. You're writing to your uncle, to your cousin. Okay. To any person like you made friends with when you were on your last holiday. So how are you? Hope you're fine. This is not. That's why I put a big black cross on it. So start your letter like I'm writing to tell you about. If the topic says write to your friend, telling him about a competition that you won in your city or a new course, probably coding or a new course which you've never heard of like robotics or chess that you've enrolled in. So just start with I'm writing to tell you about this course that my mom enrolled me in, right? So say don't say put me in, use good words like enrolled, made me join, something like that. Don't say put. Put is direct translation from Hindi. Enrolled me in. This is an online specific course called Daily Coders or something like that. There's always a program name. Like my basic creative writing program is called Unleash. Okay, like Agam and Aditya can write. My mom, I joined this, I enrolled myself in a creative English creative writing program called Unleash. And I want to tell you everything about it. Okay, 2 lines introduction finished. Then start the subject in your own words. This course is really gotten me interested, or I'm really interested in this course because one more line. Then in second paragraph, okay, these are the first paragraphs. First, in the second paragraph, you say what all do you do and how your teacher is. Now the course is not just about what you do, it's also about the teacher and what you also do in it. And because of the course, what all benefits are you having? It's always like that, you know. Like I'll tell you example. My son is 8-year-old and he's been doing these drawing classes in last 2 months. So today he's in grade 3. So today was a task of mind mapping of community helpers. All the community helpers that are there, they have to draw a flow chart like this, and make 5 community helpers. And teacher told them you can do anything. You can paste, you can draw, you can do anything. So out of 40 students in his class, 35 just pasted pictures. And because of the drawing classes, he was so confident in drawing figures like a doctor, a vet, a plumber, a mechanic. He drew all of them. He drew a mechanic cutting wood with the axe. He drew a plumber fixing pipes, and leaking tap was also there. So that I think that all happened because of the drawing classes. So because of that course, think more. What advantage you got? Like your vocabulary increased, or your speed in chess increased, or your designing in coding increased. Right? So put your personal details also and cite some example. Like today in my mind map activity, I could draw effortlessly. So, and what is happening? Okay, and try to recall and ask what is happening at the other person's end. So a letter is not just about yourself, it's also about the other person. And remember, you're not writing the first letter. Let's say it's a series of letters. So the last time Aditya and Agam spoke to each other, they did rhyming words. Okay. So suppose Aditya is writing to Agam and Aditya is saying, okay, so these are the rhyming words I wrote in Guneet ma'am's course. And I really liked your rhyming words as well. I was really impressed, like with how with one word you could come up with 10 rhyming words. So write whatever you remember from that person when you last spoke. Okay. So I will say I last spoke to Swara on word buzz. She was on word buzz. And I feel, Swara, I was really sorry that you kept on disconnecting in the word buzz, but you tried really hard. So I have a memory from the last time I saw. It's just after word buzz competition from News Shuttle. I'm meeting Swara today online. Right, Swara? Is that right? And
Yes, ma'am.
after okay, let's talk about Ekam now. I know Ekam here, Ekam Raj. So after I have this memory of Ekam Raj that he came to my house to play football. He stays in Delhi. He's my neighbor, and I was really impressed by the footwork he did. After that, he went on a holiday, and I didn't see him. So I'll be meeting him today. So I have a memory of him, right? What he did last time. So write also that, because a letter is not just about you. It's also about the other person. Okay. So that is also, otherwise it will look like you're just boasting about yourself only. And who else I know? I know Jasmeher, right? So last time I met Jasmeher online, we shot a video together. She became a princess. And I'll say, Jasmeher, you really looked pretty in that outfit as a princess. Because I remember that memory. So I can write in my letter. Okay, so I give you enough examples. And in the end, Last, conclude by saying you will meet or write another letter. If you are about to meet, you can say my father is going on, or you can imagine it, on a business trip to say Lucknow, wherever your friend is, ABCD, Canada or even America, or even Lucknow, Mumbai, Chennai, Pune. I know a lot of you are from Pune. Two kids are from Lucknow here. Anugrah, where are you from?
I'm living in Paris.
Okay, all right. So what's the time difference?
There 3.5 hours.
Okay, not bad then. Before or after?
Before.
Okay, so it must be early afternoon for you. Okay. So, yeah, you can say my father is visiting on a business trip, an official trip, don't say office trip, official trip to Paris, and I would really like to send something. Okay, real life example. So, a relative of mine, she came here from Canada in the lockdown for a wedding, and then from here, my son's best friend went to Canada. So, what did I do? Both in Canada. I took both their addresses. I found on the internet how far are both the places, which is 3.5 or 4 hours away. And I sent some books for my son's best friend. He's called Aryaveer. So I sent some books to him. So if I had to write a letter, I would say I have sent a few books for you, dash dash is the author. By this uncle, through this uncle or aunt, you can get it collected from this city. Okay, so in the end, say that you will write, you will meet, or you will write another letter. And what are you going to tell in that next letter? That forms your conclusion. Wish him her well, and I wish you all the best for your exams or for your chess tournament, because a letter is also about the person that you are writing. Okay, not just about you. Then it will be like a diary entry, and you're not writing a diary entry. Okay, now tell me your questions. We have come towards the last. I gave you so many real life examples. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yes, there's a task for you as well. Okay, you have 2 minutes for this task, all of you. Can all of you hear me? Most of the videos are off. This is not a school, it's a creative writing class, please.
Miss, what do you
Please switch your videos off. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Let's come on to the first sentence. Complete the following sentences based on the formation and your imagination. Write maximum 2 lines. Try to give it twists and form a very short story out of it. Short story of 2 sentences. Story means there's something happening, that kind of story. Not typical story writing. In the deep dark jungle, on a bright night, there, dash, dash, dash. What can happen? Come on, be quick.
Ma'am, do we have to write this in our notebook or?
Yes, please write. It's a task I'm giving you right now. Like a practice.
Ma'am, I don't have a notebook beside me.
I told you to get it in the starting. So please get any paper, notebook, anything. In the deep dark.
Can I tell you?
Jungle is dark, deep. Read it properly. But the night is bright. What does a bright night means? Means it's almost a full moon.
Ma'am, can I tell you?
So there are no street lights in a jungle. Yes, Aditya, if you're ready.
Okay, ma'am. In the deep dark jungle, on a bright night, there was a cunning elephant who sipped all the water of the pond in the jungle, which was a lifeline for all the animals.
Oh,
In the morning, the king saw all the king was surprised and ordered his jackal soldiers to keep an eye that who did it. Then the jackal soldiers, along with some tigers, spotted the cunning elephant, and the next morning he was severely punished for the deed he did to the pond.
Great. I like that you made such a noble, such a calm animal cunning. I like that. So this is how your imagination should work. Think out of the box. He made the elephant cunning. Otherwise, always the fox is cunning. Don't you think? Poor fox. The fox is always.
Ma'am, but he could not. Didn't.
Yeah.
But the
Always
could
everyone
not
makes
make a
fox, wolves, hyenas. Those animals cunning. So why not an elephant can be?
Miss, I'm ready with my story.
Yeah, sure, Bihan.
In the deep dark jungle, on a bright night, there were the wives of Lord Chandra and he himself. While Lord Chandra was looking at the forests, all the animals worshipped him. One day, there was actually a wicked lion, a very, very wicked lion who would always do something to the animals. He would make everything wrong. He would blame everyone for things that he did. So one day, he blamed that Lord Chandra had eaten the king elephant, the king elephant.
Nice. So you're into mythological stories. You
Yes,
read them a lot.
I'm writing a mythological story only.
Wow, great, lovely.
Can I tell the second one also?
Please let me give others chance also. You can send it to me personally. Aditya, you know that. Anyone else? Remember the jungle is deep
Can
dark.
we leave?
Who's that? Vihan. Please, someone else. You can share it on the group. I will definitely convey my feedback. Okay, so I can see we started with 14, 16 total. 4 participants have left already. You were busy or what? I can see Ekam gone, Shivansh gone. Tavishi also gone, I think. Okay. Anyone with this one? Second one, Ryan loved to have picnics. He invited all his friends once, but. Then what happened? Someone else, please. Swara or Tashvi. A picnic was being planned.
Ma'am, can Agamjot tell?
Yes, Agamjot, please speak up. You've hardly spoken. Yeah.
Zian loved to have picnics. He invited all his friends once, but he kept the time 12 p.m. And he was such a fool that he didn't just notice that it was a weekday. He thought my friends will take a leave for me. And now he's called Picnic Lover Fool, short form PLF.
Picnic lovers group.
That's bad.
No, Picnic Lover Fool.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
That's
PLS.
correct.
Nice.
He said that he is so busy that day. So he asked his other friends that if you forget that his best friend has to bring all the things.
Speaking, please say. I didn't get your name. I should know. Who's speaking? No, just say your name and then speak. Hey, that was a good one. Whoever was speaking. I cannot keep track like this, you know. Okay, anyone else? Any questions, any doubt? Should I tell the rules once of the challenge? Okay. So we have to write for 11 straight days, beginning from 10th. Okay, let's say 12 days. One is first day is practice, like a no ball in cricket, right? First day is practice, 10th of July. You will get the prompt on 8 a.m. Where will you get it? On Innovation Shuttle Facebook group. Okay? Innovation.
Ma'am, may I use the bathroom?
Yeah, sure. On Innovation Shuttle Facebook group. So follow that, then only you will get the notifications. You have to type Innovation Shuttle on Face group's lens icon. in the app or on the website, follow the page, like the page, then you will be getting notifications from them. And then on 10th, any time of the day when you're free, 10th is actually a Sunday, so it's good. Sorry, it's Saturday, so it's off for most of you. So you can do the writing practice easily. Post it maximum by 10:30 in the night. How will you post it? Write it down in your handwriting. Like this is my handwriting, okay? I am student Guneet and I'm writing. This is my handwriting usually, but little bit crooked because I'm using a mouse instead of a pencil or a pen. And I'm writing, this is a letter. So this is my handwriting, it's my notebook, and I'm clicking a picture of it. Okay, a clear picture so that every word is visible. And I post it on the group using some hashtags are there. Yeah, I'll tell the hashtags now. Rehan was asking. Yeah, the hashtags are like, you know, when you post a picture, you can type something on it also, like on the post. The hashtag is Inscribe 2021.